Zach, life beat depression. It's day 662, and you know what we're about to do. Get into another martial arts for mental health lesson to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, as you know, this is a martial arts for mental health show. I want to focus in on those mental health tools. Putting mental health first, because without it, nothing else matters. So the first tool we want to tap into on this active recovery day, by the way, is the gratitude tool. And gratitude going out today to the first one in, Lisa the Luminary, staying consistent out there, approaching a year. Congratulations on that consistency and progress and dedication, Lisa. You are my main piece of gratitude today. Shouting out to Lisa. Also want to shout out gratitude to someone who lent us the breathwork tools that, not lent us, but showed me the breathwork tools that I'm now sharing with you. And we're sharing with the world to empower each other. So that shout out going out to Hollistikris. She's a breathwork coach. Check her out on Instagram. There's a ton of stuff with the breath for mental health. That being said, we're going to use that breath in the same way for mental health first, but also to improve our martial arts practice. So let's talk about the breath in regard to mental health first, and what kind of benefits we can expect from that. Tuning into the breath is a good way to ground yourself into the present moment. Get yourself out of your head and conscious of the here and now, where you're powerful and present. Not only that, using the breath in certain ways, like the ways we're going to use today, one of which is called diaphragmatic breathing, actually can be used to calm that automatic nervous system. So it puts you back in control of your nervous system. If you're amped up, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling high stress, you can actually use just this breathwork tool alone to calm that stress level down and relieve that anxiety. Christina is so sweet, said Lisa the Luminary. Yes, she is. Super sweet person out there. Check her out. Show her some support. Send her some likes or love out there, because she deserves it. Empowering other people. That's what it's all about. All right, let's get back in to the breathwork topic. The breathwork topic real quick. So we can use that breath as a form of stress relief for ourselves in any given situation. So we're going to practice that breathwork tool, a diaphragmatic breathing tool. The benefits being calming the heart rate, easing the nervous system, and allowing us to de-stress. Also, I want to talk about the benefits of the breath when it comes to martial arts, because we're mixing martial arts with mental health tools. They just go together sometimes. And one of the times that they go together is with this breathwork tool. If you talk to a coach, any good coach out there is going to tell you the breath is an important part of martial arts, of training. One way that we add power to our punches on the offensive is by pursing those lips, putting some resistance in the mouth, and exhaling hard from the diaphragm. This engages the core muscles. It engages those abdominal muscles and helps us transmit the power out through the ground, right up from the ground, transmit it forward into those punches, keeping that core stable, keeping our balance stable, and adding that power in, that snap into the punches. We also exhale on the defensive side of things when it comes to martial arts, and that's for another reason. When we're doing a check, when we're checking a kick, we'll exhale all the way out to engage that core muscle again, adding more defense. But not only that, getting the breath out when you're in defensive mode means there's no room to get the wind knocked out of you, because you've already breathed it out. So if you do take a hit, boom, and you fully exhale, you're going to be able to absorb that hit a lot better and not run the risk of getting winded during the training or during that session. So breathwork tool coming in to major play both in martial arts and for mental health. And that's why it's one of the core ones that we use on this show. And since today is an active recovery day, it's Water Flow Wednesday, the main focus of the show is going to be the breathwork tool. We're going to combine it with movement to make it super effective at stress relief, at anxiety relief, but also to give ourselves that break from that nervous system, that high anxiety state, lower the heart rate, put us in control of our bodies and minds, and improve our martial arts at the same time. So that's why I'm grateful to Hollistikris out there. Also want to shout out to everybody else tuning in to support the cause. Giorgio Music, thank you for being here. Lupine, Ken, Simon and Maze, thank you guys so much. Ken just hit 270 days of progress, which brings us into that other mental health tool, right? That progress tracking tool, that list tool. Please do keep track of the number of days that you show up for you. It's been 662 days of consecutive progress and success for me, the Sackman. It's been 270 days of consecutive progress and success for Ken, and Lisa is up there at 362 days, if I'm correct. She has not missed a beat in 362 days. So it's not just me out here. This number, when we share it, it lets other people know what they're capable of. Because we're all made of the same stuff out here. We can all find a way to move forwards. And when you keep track of that number, it inspires others. It shows others what they're capable of doing, but it also does something for us. It does a lot of things for us. Number one thing it does for us is it is proof of truth. The truth that we are stronger than the debilitating effects of depression. Because you may have woke up in a bad mood. You may have woke up feeling like you can't get out of bed, or you don't deserve, or you can't do this or that. But this number is proof that not only did you get up, but you did something for yourself. You gave yourself a moment of time to make progress, to put in some work, and to build yourself up mentally and physically, even in the face of anything that's trying to tell you otherwise. So that number is a huge mark, a huge reminder of your strength in this world, your strength in this life, and the fact that you are stronger than these things that are trying to stop you, depression and anxiety. Those two things base their power on lies. We know they feed us all kinds of lies, and we're basing our power on truth. So having a physical reminder of that truth, that we are stronger, is again a good mental health tool to use. You can look at that number in the morning when you wake up on a bad day. Specifically, look at that number and remind yourself, I've done this for X amount of days, so I can look forward to doing it again today, getting up again today, and look forward to the future in the next 662 days or the next 270 days for Ken. You can look forward to that time because you know for a fact that depression is not going to stop you, that you've got a track record of success. So please do keep track of that number. Congratulations on your progress out there. And Ken said today marks Sonic's 30th anniversary. Had fun watching Sonic on YouTube. It was awesome. The blue blur is part of your lives. Yeah, throwing some nostalgia out there. I appreciate Sonic 2, one of my favorite games growing up. Thanks for sharing that, Ken. Simon Amaze says, hey, everyone, have a wonderful day. Appreciate that positive social support, Simon, out there. And if you're stopping in just to say hello or drop some positive support, I appreciate that, because time is all we have out here. So when you spend it to build up others, make it about that bigger picture, it really does make a difference out here. Social support can be a life-saving tool, especially during critical times. So we covered our list tool. We covered our gratitude tool. Think about the thing you're grateful for today. And now let's get into the lesson. It's going to be, as we said, an active recovery session today. It's going to be a calming, low-intensity class. We're going to link movement with breath. We're going to get into that diaphragmatic breathing tool. It'll be a straight-through 10-minute session that I'd like you guys to go at your own pace with, moving at your own flow. And we're going to try and get creative about halfway through. But we're going to start with the basics, just the jab and cross, and linking it with that diaphragmatic breathing tool. Before we get into that, let's cover the tool alone, just on its own, just so you can have this in your toolbox, in your arsenal, as one of your weapons in this fight against depression. Let's talk about that diaphragmatic breathing tool. What we want to do to train our bodies to use this tool effectively is place one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly, and we want to breathe deep through the nose. The nose is an important part of it, inhaling through the nose and filling that belly with air. Now, some things we don't want to do, we don't want to push that belly out so much that it hurts. You don't want to feel resistance. You don't want to feel pain. All you want to do is slow that breath down and very slowly fill the belly, expanding the belly, and try to keep that chest nice and flat. Let's breathe in together and hold for a moment, deep through the nose, keeping the chest flat, and hold. Now long exhale out the mouth, letting that belly fall. Chest stays flat the whole time. You can practice this in bed. Sometimes it's easier if you place something on your stomach. Luca, one of our viewers, 8 years old, Luca, uses a stuffed animal, places on his stomach, helps him guide, make sure that he's breathing with that belly. Breathing with that belly is one of the ways that we're going to activate that, strengthen that diaphragmatic breathing tool and calm the nervous system. And as I said before, it is a tool, so it's not something that you need to believe in that works. It's just something that you have to put the work in, put the effort in, learn how to use it effectively, and then use it, and then it will work, just like a hammer. You know, you could buy a hammer and leave it on your desk. It's never going to get anything built. It's never going to get anything accomplished. until you pick it up and you learn how to use it to create or destroy whatever the project is you want to get done. We have to put in the work. We have to learn how to use these things in order for them to be effective. There is no miracle cure, and we're not curing depression out here. We're beating depression. We're beating it into submission. We're turning its own tools against it, and that's something we can do every single day. We could get it in check and not only survive, but thrive out here. You can thrive. You can move forwards, make your life about progress, and get accomplished whatever you want to go for. Pursue that passion. Push forwards. Find what it is that gives your life fulfillment and go for it. This is our proof that we can. So talking about that tool, let's dive back into it. One hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Breathe deep in the nose to that belly, keeping the chest flat. We're expanding the belly, pushing that belly out. Holding the breath for a moment. Now when we exhale, I want to exhale through the mouth. Letting that belly sink and all the air out. One of the things we want to do on that exhale is put some resistance in the lips. Put some back pressure there, because that's going to further strengthen that diaphragmatic breathing muscle, give us an even better release, and build up our lung health, build up our body health. Leads to more endurance in the ring, more endurance when you're training, and better form, better execution, better power in those strikes. So many benefits out there of the tool. So let's try that again. This time on the exhale, I want you to put some resistance in that mouth, put some resistance in those between those lips, and breathe through that resistance long and slow. In order to make this tool super effective as well, we want to make sure that the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. So if we inhale for 2 seconds, you want to exhale for 4 seconds. Let's try that together. Deep inhale and hold. 2 seconds in. Hold. Now 4-second exhale through pursed lips. And there it is. You're going to get a feel for it over time. The more that you use it, the easier it will become to use, just like anything else. And you might already, if you've been doing this for a while and you're really effective on that tool, you might already feel those calming effects taking hold. Take note of your feelings right now. Take note of your heart rate, your anxiety level, your stress level, and watch how that changes over time when you practice in this tool. Ken and Simon, looks like you're supporting each other out there. Good stuff. Shout out to Mad with Hats. You made it. Almost perfectly on time. It's good enough. We haven't started the actual meat of the session yet. We covered the gratitude tool, covered the list tool. We're diving into the benefits of the breathwork tool and just breaking down that diaphragmatic breathing alone. Now we're going to link it in with movement so that we can use it to improve our martial arts technique, our form, our strength, our power in that technique, and our balance as well. So we're going to start with just the basic jab and cross. It will grow through the lesson. I'll show you that illustrated as well on the Bob dummy. Bob doesn't always have to be high intensity training. You can use him for accuracy and form as well, linking him into your active recovery days. We do 2 active recovery days per week, and that way we can train smart and give ourselves that rest period that our bodies need. Rest is a critical part and an important part of training and making progress out here. So make sure you're tuning into you, giving yourself those breaks where you need them. That being said, back on track with the diaphragmatic breathing tool. So from balanced Muay Thai stance, right, that balanced centered stance, we're going to take that deep breath into the belly, and this is purely for stress relief. This is for mental health right now. That's what our show's geared toward. You may breathe differently in the ring, but breathwork nonetheless is going to be beneficial across the board. A breathwork tool in one area will improve your endurance and functional awareness in other areas. So let's, from defensive Muay Thai stance, right? Take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Trying to leave the chest where it is. Hold that breath for a moment, and then long and slow, we're going to exhale forwards and twist through, taking form, flowing in to that first strike. Be like water. Be like Bruce Lee. It's Bruce Lee's way to flow through those strikes, taking form. Take that deep breath in through the nose again to the belly as you return to defensive stance. And that's the basic of it. Taking that deep breath in on the defense, holding in defense, long exhale forwards for the strike. We want to fully exhale there. Remember, making that exhale twice as long. We can do as many strikes as we want here, but I found in personal practice, keeping it to 2 or 3 strikes on that exhale is going to keep that timing right and not allow us to get carried away with the energy associated in striking. So try and go slow, go nice and controlled, flow like water. Think about all those little points of balance that you can adjust as you move through this routine. That way you can improve your technique, your lung health, your mental health. Give yourself the stress relief, and you never have to take a full break, a passive break from training. We can train every single day. That's it. We're going to get into the other strikes as we go. We'll flow right through it together. I'll ask you guys to get creative and use the strikes that you enjoy the most, but we'll cover a good base of them together, and then we'll also illustrate on Bob, and you can really make this routine your own. Remember, this class is about you. It's about us showing up for each other, but it's also about you doing what you enjoy. So find those striking patterns you enjoy most, or maybe the ones you need to work on balance with, and those are the ones you can incorporate into your low-intensity active recovery days. We'll start with just the jab and cross, and we'll build from there. We'll have some calming music,
Bluetooth
also
pairing.
available on SackLifeOfficial.com. Boom. Here we go. There it is. Is that? No? There we go. Alright, this music has been designed to help aid in relaxation and concentration. It's been encoded with theta waves, and if you're into binaural beats, those can help you enter REM sleep and relax and meditate as well. So give it a check out on Spotify. You can stream it for free, or if you download the full quality version and use headphones, you can tap into that binaural effect and see if that tool works for you as well. I use binaurals to help me fall asleep at night, and they've been working wonders for a long time for me. Shout out to Hosaka. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you out there. We're going to get into the session now. And again, it is an active recovery water flow Wednesday. We're going to go 10 minutes through a nice slow flow, slow and controlled, using that breathwork tool as a guide that we just practiced. And we're going to start with just the jab and grow from there. Let's do it together. Square up. Visualize that depression dummy as always. Take that deep breath in defensive stance. Get the guard high. Tuck that chin, right? Square the hips, square the shoulders. Guard high, tuck the thumbs. Deep breath into the belly and hold. Long and slow exhale as you twist forwards through the shoulders. Keeping the guard high on the opposite side. Fully exhale into that striking position, making contact with that visualized dummy's nose. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale out the mouth through pursed lips as you twist in to that first form, flowing in to striking position. Deep breath. Hold that striking position until you fully exhaled out the mouth, and then deep breath through the nose back to the belly. And hold that breath long and slow. Twist through, turning that fist over, tucking the thumb. There are so many tiny points that we can tune into our body to adjust and refine out here. Endless room for progress. Deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Hold that breath long and slow. Step in. Twist through for the jab to the nose. Fully exhale here. Keep it slow and controlled. Deep inhale back. Guard high. We're going to add in the cross now. So we step in for the jab on that exhale. Rotate right on through. Twisting through the shoulders. Twisting on the ball of the rear foot for the cross. Sending that rear fist forwards. Turn it over. Tuck the thumb. All on one long exhale here. When you fully exhaled, deep inhale back. To the belly, to Muay Thai guard. Long exhale forwards through jab and cross. Fists going down the center line. We're tucking our chin into the shoulder on both strikes. Turning those fists over. Fully exhale there. And deep inhale back to the belly. Hold that breath in the belly for a moment. You can move in your Muay Thai cadence, or you can stand still, whichever you're more comfortable with. Long exhale forwards. Twist through that body. Exaggerate that shoulder movement. It'll come in handy building that muscle memory for go time when it is high intensity training time. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale forward through jab cross. Remember, purse those lips. Flow right through both strikes. Deep inhale back to the belly. And remember, it's low intensity. If you've got a bob at home, you can use it to improve that accuracy. Really drive those knuckles, keep the wrist straight, and go for the nose, go for the chin. Target specifics there. If you're at home and it's your first time, shake out the arms and legs whenever you feel too much of that lactic acid building up. Get yourself loose, keep it limber. Let's square up and get back into a deep breath into the belly. Muay Thai stance, long and slow exhale forward. Turning that fist over, leg on knuckles. Flowing right through. And twisting through the core. Deep inhale back. Don't fight, don't punch with speed. Just think about form and focus. Long and slow exhale forward. 2 shots to the nose. Hold that breath in the belly for a moment. Long and slow exhale forwards. Sinking on the knees will aid in rotation. Flowing right through both strikes. Twisting on the ball of the back foot for the cross. Ball of front foot for the jab. And back to stance. Square up. We're going to start modifying now. You can use any striking pattern you'd like from any form of martial arts, linking that forwards motion, that striking motion, with the breath. So I'm going to start to mix things up. It won't be as much instructional on form, but you can follow along if you'd like. If you're a beginner, you can stick with that jab and cross. If you're advanced, go ahead and follow along with me. Deep inhale to the belly. Long and slow exhale forward into 2 strikes. Start with a jab, finishing with a hook. Flow through that hook. At the point of impact is where we want that breath to finish out of the mouth. We want to turn nice and slow, kind of flow those things together. Deep inhale back. Remember, don't return to defensive stance until you fully exhaled out of the mouth. Long exhale forwards. Fully exhale, deep inhale back. To the belly and long exhale forwards. I'm going for double elbows this time. Fully exhale through those strikes. Deep inhale back. Guard high, shoulders rolled, hips curled, knees bent. Body weight on the balls of the feet. Step into double strikes. Rotate through, landing right on target. Syncing those movements with the breath. Deep breath back to the belly and hold that breath. Long and slow exhale forwards. Rising elbow. I can stay right here. 1 strike is fine. Visualizing that target landing on point. And deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale into the first strike. Fully exhale out the mouth. Deep inhale back. Keep it slow and controlled. Hold that breath in the belly for a moment. Long exhale through. I'm doing a single cross this time. Twisting on the ball of the back foot. Driving that rear shoulder forward. Twisting through the body. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale into the striking position. I'm going with a teep. Fully exhale. And deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale through the striking pattern. Rear teep. And deep inhale back. This is going to improve my balance, improve my form, improve my power and strikes with that breath. Long exhale forwards. Double strike there, double hooks. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly and go for 2 more strikes here, nice and slow. Fully exhaling out the mouth. Deep inhale back. Shake out the arms and legs again if you're feeling that lactic acid build up. Keep it loose. Take that deep breath into the belly. Let's ground ourselves back with the breath for a moment. Long exhale out the mouth, purse lips. Slow that heart rate down, calm that nervous system. Back to stance, deep breath into the belly. Long exhale forward into double strikes. Deep inhale back. Holding that breath in the belly. Get creative. Use any strikes you'd like. Long exhale forward, single or double. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath. Long exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Long exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. If you lose balance, don't worry. Just put the foot down, recenter, square up, and start with that breath. It all comes back to the breath. Deep inhale to the belly. Hold it for a moment. Long exhale out the mouth. Feel that stress just melt away with the power of breath. Back to stance. Deep inhale in defensive position. Hold it in the belly. Long and slow exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Long exhale forwards. Hold that last striking position till you fully exhaled. And deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale forwards. I went a little fast on that one. I don't want to get carried away with this energy associated in striking. I want to make sure I keep it in check with the breath. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Long and slow exhale forwards. Can be a single shot. Add in the bonus elbow if you like. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale forwards. Fully exhale here. This is not all Muay Thai, by the way. Deep inhale back. We're using Muay Thai stance as a base here, but I'm adding a couple different elements from other cross-trained martial arts, which is totally fine. Make the routine your own. Long and slow exhale. Once you fully exhale there, return to stance, return to squared, centered, balanced position. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. That's the end of our training portion. Let's just tune into that breath for a moment together and practice that diaphragmatic breathing tool. I want you to check in on yourself. If you didn't get carried away with the striking patterns and the energy associated, you should have a nice, calm nervous system, a slowed heart rate, and a calm, relaxed feeling in the body. If you don't have that yet, let's just tune into the breath for a moment and practice that tool together. Remember, practice makes perfect. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. Deep breath through the nose to the belly. Hold. Long exhale out the mouth. Making the exhale twice as long as the inhale. You can count here. Sometimes counting helps people come and drop into that breath. Close the eyes to add another layer of effectiveness, drawing your attention to that breath. Kind of visualize it traveling in your nose and filling the stomach. Let's take a deep breath in. You can count it out. Hold. Now exhale for twice as long as that first count. One more time. Deep breath in, nice and slow. Hold. Exhale twice as long as that inhale. Deep inhale again, count it nice and slow. Hold. Exhale through the pursed lips twice as long as that inhale. One more time. We're going for a 4-7-8 here. 4 seconds in. Hold for 7. Eight-second exhale. And that's it. And I hope that you're feeling the calming effects of that breathwork tool. I feel like I just got it. I might have just dropped in at that last second. If you need to go a little bit longer with that breathwork practice, please do until you feel those benefits. Because as we mentioned before, it is a tool. The more you use it, the more you learn how to use it, and the more effectively you use it, the more effective it will be at what it does best, at its job. So find those tools that work for you. Shout out to Mel the Blind Fury. Thank you for that support. Appreciate you guys and girls out there. If you are feeling the benefits of this class, please do share your progress with the world. Now over there on Sack Life Daily on YouTube. That's where all these live sessions are now going. That way we can improve the quality of our content across the board. It seemed like saving them to IGTV, they get compressed, the audio's worse, the video's worse, but we're getting a much better quality experience on YouTube, along with people who don't have IGTV, who don't have Instagram, can now have access to these shows. You can tell your friends about it. They can watch it on TV, on tablets, on computers, anything that has internet access, and they can do so anonymously as well. They don't have to subscribe. If you'd like to subscribe and join, keep those notifications on, keep them up to date for you, but they can take these classes at their own discretion, on their own time, anonymously, from wherever they are, as long as they have internet access, and we can share those tools that work for us to help empower others by leaving comments on that YouTube channel at Sack Life Daily. So, until next time, enjoy the rest of your active recovery day. Don't go too hard. Don't give yourself a high-intensity bonus round. It's rest day. Remember that. And until next time, I'll catch you same Sack time, same Sack channel, same Sack life. Sackman out.